We spend a lot of years in school in order to attain our future. As a matter of fact, we spend half of our years on earth trying to attain that future. Indeed, we go through lower primary or junior school, then we go to secondary school, then we go to university, and we attain our first degrees. Some people have gone ahead to attain second degrees and third degrees, all for betterment of their future and for better placement, or to become professionals. And I'm speaking to a number of professionals, meaning that you trained and you became a professional in a particular field. As a matter of fact, some people who are watching the advocates of the High Court, some people are doctors by profession and then the doctors by learning because they have third degrees. Some are pilots, some are engineers, some are lecturers, and also other professions. And it is good that you went to school and you are able to become a professional. And I love the fact that you are practicing your profession very well. Allow me to talk to you about something very important. In all that you do, it is important for you to have your family at heart. Learn to detach your profession from your family. Why? Because these people are not professionals. For example, I'm an advocate of the High Court. I have a wife and children. So if I behave like a lawyer or an advocate when I'm at my home, that is a mistake. My wife got married to me as an individual, not the profession. My children want me as an individual, their father, not the lawyer. Often a time as professionals we make mistakes and we end up carrying our professions to home. Just because you're an advocate, you want your wife to reason with you like she's a lawyer. And you also reason back to her like she's a lawyer, which is bad. Leave your being a professional in office. And as you enter into your home, enter with a human face of a father, of a husband. And this is going to help you a lot. Now you may find that two professionals met and got married. One is a doctor and the other is an engineer. And both of them carry their professions to home. So when one tries to reason the other in a doctor way, the other tries to reason the other in an engineer way. And that will lead to a clash. But if you leave your professions out of your relationship, out of your marriage, out of your children, it will save you a lot of issues. That is why many people have lost out on their marriages, because they failed to separate their professions from themselves. Some professions carry each and everything they learned on themselves. And they always want to use it against every person they meet. And that is wrong. As a lawyer, you are not going to reason everyone. Leave room for the other person. Listen to them with a humane face, not with an intentional face that you're searching for evidence. And it is very, very important. That is why people have lost out on beautiful relationships, because they fail to separate their professions from themselves. There is a time for everything. There is a time for you to execute your profession, and there is a time for you to be the dad without your profession, and there is also a time for you to be the husband without your profession. And another thing I want you to appreciate is that as a profession, there is no child of yours who is going to take over your profession. The books you studied are for you to earn an emolument. They are for you to earn a living for the people you have. That office which you're giving your time from 8 to 5, upon your demise, no child of yours will take over that office. And it is very important. That is why you need to have a family business. You need to have a backup. As you spend lots of time executing your profession, make sure that you establish another source of income for your family members, that your family members can execute. Family members like your wife and children. And it is very important, because when you are gone, they will remain with that family business. That family business will be able to get them income. I'm talking about things like you beginning a company that deals in a particular business, beginning a restaurant, beginning a supermarket, beginning a school, a farm, different enterprises which are totally distinct from your profession. But often at times as professionals, we don't think about that. And when problems happen to us, we end up losing it all. Because sincerely, if you do not have a family business, God forbid if anything happened to you now, would your family members survive that storm? There is a colleague of mine recently who got an accident. I really found it appalling to see his wife come to hospital. And you know what she was telling him? That they did not have food at home. That the kids had been sent back home for fees. And this guy who had lost his legs had to find ways of getting money. Find ways of getting money when you're in a sorry state, when you're very sick. How do you go about that? And it's very, 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 very important for you to have a plan B. It is always good to have a plan A and a plan B. It's not good to carry all your eggs in one basket. What if they break? Do you have some in the reserves? When you die and you're long gone, how are you going to leave these people? Don't want it to be that scenario whereby your children go to bury you or go for burial and they don't come back. Why? Because the person who was the source of everything, died with each and everything. That is why you need to think through each and everything now. Think through every moment of your life. As you execute your profession, what have you put in place to sustain the livelihood of your family members? That even when you're gone, that even when your kids are done with school, before they get other jobs, they'll execute the family business. That is what reasonable people do. You don't have to be the source of each and everything. Try as much as possible to have other sources of income. It will help you. Be blessed.